Hi guys, welcome to us checking out the Next Fest demo for Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Oh, and just at that moment, across the unknown we find a zombie horde dancing as Sam says hello and resubs. Thank you very much for 91 months. You are insane, my good sir. How are you? Come on in. It's nice to see you. I hope all is going well. Hope the family are well. Hopefully people are not sick because, yeesh, it goes around at this time of year, right? So this is the demo we're going to be checking out. Okay, store page. Let's quickly have a look at the store page for the actual game, not the demo. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. It looks like some kind of strategy game. It has kind of given me XCOM vibes, but I guess we'll check out what this is all about. Looks like you have to kind of bring parts of the ship online, activate them, maintain them, you know, that kind of stuff. Travel around different places, make choices, manage the crew, manage power, you know, so things like that. There's some space combat. There's whatever the heck this is, some kind of tactical away team view command thing. Kim here, you know, I do think that Daedalic missed something in this. They needed to have Harry Kim being like, Captain, do I get a promotion yet? And then you get yes or no as an option. They could have done that just for the meme, if nothing else. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But this is what we're playing. Currently, release date unknown. Game Exciter, the developer, Daedalic are the publisher. They've even got an autumn sale going right now, so you should probably run over there and have a look at it if it's still on when you guys check this video on YouTube, maybe. But right now, with the Next Fest on, I don't know how long the Daedalic sale is on. But they're a damn good development studio and publisher. I love a lot of their games, so you know they're up there with like some of the best stuff that I've ever played. So that's what we're checking out today. XCOM vibes, you miss a lot unless you shoot a red shirt. Yeah, those, in fact, you probably shoot your own red shirts. That's this like 98% chance to hit that alien over there. You know, that Herodian hunter is coming for you, and you can shoot him at 98% because he's a big-ass target. You fire, and then the phaser beam goes 90 degrees sideways and hits the nearest red shirt, and you're like, shit, we gotta stop bringing these guys. Oy. Okay. There are some settings, real quick. We'll just quickly show you what's available. Language, English. This is a demo. There may be more in the release version. Any performance issues could be ironed out as well. Just bear that in mind. I don't know if there's any voice acting. I don't know if they've got licensed voice acting. They don't seem to have the licensed Voyager theme tune for the menu music. So, but this is all you're getting for graphic settings. Whether that's the final game as well, we're not entirely sure. But it looks like it's, you know, given the style of the game, I don't think you really need much more. And then there's a nice array of audio sliders, which I really like. I love games that give you music, dialogue, UI, ambience, and effects all as separate sliders and then a master control on top of it. Because some games are not great at balancing their audio, but also depending on what you're playing it on, speakers, headphones, that kind of thing, your TV. All speakers can handle sound a little differently, so you want to fine-tune things. That's a nice quality of life right there. So we're going to start a new game. You're the captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager. Manage your crew and plot a course through procedurally generated star systems. Okay, and then don't read the rest of that because who needs to know? Today we embark on a mission to locate the Marquis vessel that has disappeared into the Badlands. So they are basically going with the actual story, it seems, of the TV show. My chief of security Tuvok is undercover. Yep. We haven't had a communication in a week. Nice. For whatever reason, the shuttle is doing a run around the ship. Can't find... I've got this new pilot. He's called Tom Paris. I had to pull him out of prison. You know, he can't seem to find the shuttle bay. Not a great start for him. Speaking of which, the final two crew members have arrived. Ensign, forever Ensign, Harry Kim, and Tom Paris, who will get promoted multiple times. And we have to go. So accuracy math works like that. You have 100% to hit, 98% to hit is alien, 2% and to hit red shirt. Yes, that's it. The whatever is not the rest of the 100% is the red shirt. Good call. Back to Voyager. Hey, Retro. Nice to see you. Come on in. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. My God. This is... I'm excited. I'm just a little giddy. This was one of my favorite Star Trek shows, this and DS9. I know some people will be like, oh, what about this? What about that? I haven't seen most of Discovery because it put me off in the first season. It's probably better now. Haven't seen Strange New Worlds, though, as well. So, you know, that could move up if we ever get a chance to watch it. But up to now, yeah, Voyager and DS9 were the thing for me back then. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the Academy, ready for your first deep space assignment? Oh, you have no idea how deep we're going, Harry. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Your promotion record says no. But let's not spoil things. We're going to be making that joke regularly, guys. Get used to it. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met the recently released convict Tom Paris. Ignore the fact that he looks like that guy that caused a training shuttle display team accident in the Academy. Totally different guy. This guy's the son of an admiral. But I think the other guy was also a big deal, so I don't know. Seems like a cover-up to me. Our esteemed observer, a former Marquis pilot... Wait, really? I don't remember that from the show. Have they changed a little bit of this, maybe? He wasn't a former Marquis pilot. He was just a bad dude who got into some trouble. But he knows the Badlands. But he will help us search for the Marquis. He was? Okay, I've forgotten then. It's been a long time since I saw the beginning of Voyager. Okay, yes, actually, you're right, he was. I do remember now. That's why they recruited him. Not just because they needed someone who knew the Badlands. He was... That's right, there was bad blood between him and Chakotay, I remember now. When he saw Chakotay and Tom saw... when he saw Tom, he was like, bitch. You're like, you? Gonna get you. Paris was a member, that's right. Yeah, he worked with Chakotay, I believe, right, and arrested a few weeks after joining. Okay, him and Torres as well. Gotcha, right. Okay. And also welcome Dispermanite. Wow, I can't say that. I'm so sorry. My tongue gets tied at the best of time. Dispaminite. Dispaminite? I think I got it. Did I get it? I think I got it. Yeah, Tom and Torres get together. I wonder if we can interfere with that in this game. That would be good. I got it. Excellent. Yes. I wonder if we can get some alternate universe shit going on here and be like, no, we're going to change everything. We're going to keep Tuvix alive. You know, we're not going to put him back in the blender and separate him again. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. God damn, Tom, you needed to crawl out of your ass at the beginning of this show. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. Kib will be like, I will do no such thing. The Marquis, wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. I should hope so, they're our target. Relax, I was with the Marquis only a few weeks before I was captured and sent to the lovely penal colony in New Zealand. It's gonna be chaos, yes. Do we blow up the caretaker array? No, we go home. Screw this sector. The end. Short game. That's what we're going for. Prison? Oh no. He went to prison. Yeah, he's a bad man. And he's gonna become your best friend. How do you feel about that? That's probably why you never get promoted. You cuddled up to the convict. Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. Tom was a cadet and drummed out for something he did. Joined the Marquis. That's right. I remember now. He like caused some kind of accident or something because he was doing a test pilot run or something, and yeah, disobeyed orders, and he got given the boot, if I remember, something like that. So, and then he joined the Marquis to piss off his admiral father. Yeah. Thought 7 was okay, but better when she was in Picard. Well, I mean, I like the fact that they also had fleshed her out more and like deborged her mentality-wise even more. Because it was like, yes, a lot of time has passed. Surely, eventually, you know, she's gonna loosen up a little bit and get some attitude, maybe. You know, I kind of wonder what happened between her and Chakotay, though. You know, like, I don't remember if they ever said anything about that in the Picard show. Anyway, whatever. One of the best things on Voyager, though. I thought so. It was very good, you know? A very good addition to the show. Because they needed, like, that whole discovery aspect of regaining humanity. You know, like, we had Data wanting to be human. And yeah, we had the Doctor, the hologram, trying to expand his horizons, now that he's the only ship's Doctor. And, like, you know, the whole ethics behind that. And then you've got 7, who's, again, pulling the Data thing of, like, trying to rediscover humanity as opposed to discover it and become it. It wants to regain it, but fighting it some other way. It was so good. She had the most character development other than Worf. Yeah, that's the point. The development of that character was, like, it wrote itself in a way, and it was a genius move for them to put her in. Yeah. I'm just going to reboot the Doctor every week, keep him from developing. That's what they used to do at first. They used to turn him off. You know, they were very like just rude to him at first. And he was eventually like, hang the hell on. I have feelings, kind of, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what feelings are, but I'd like to learn to do stuff in my off time. Is that okay as well? You know, and they were like, well, or could you maybe just not forget to turn me off? That was the other problem. Some people forgot to turn him off, and he was like, I can't leave this room. This is boring. So both kind of sucked for him. Like, you know, some people just shut him off halfway through a sentence. Other people just left him on and walked away and forgot that he was a hologram and that he has, like, oh, I don't know what to do. Yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. We're going to try and stick with this game for about an hour, so we should probably just really dive into it. The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where the violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen. A subtle smile plays on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. She's like, bring it on. What? Nothing bad could possibly happen in here. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? In another quadrant, maybe? I don't know. It wasn't exactly a Marquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent tetrion beam scanning us, and a displacement wave heading towards us. Oh no! A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert! Helm! Evasive maneuvers! No effect. The wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. It's a homing wave. Brace for impact! It's coming! Ah! To the Delta Quadrant! As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? TV writing just happened, that's what. Damage report. Major hull deck damage. Transporters offline. We're receiving casualty reports. Sickbay to bridge. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. The warp core's gone to grey mode. Ooh, we're on reserves, barely. It's gone to grey mode. Yikes. I don't even know what that is, but it don't sound good. You don't want it grey. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. It's time to do some mining. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Open a window! No, don't open a window. Just open the blinds. Shit. Too late. Ensign Kim depressurizes the bridge. Everybody dies. The end. Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Welcome to the tutorial. Click on the question mark icon 1 at the top left of the screen to revisit the tutorial. Okay, cool. Some additional tutorials will not pop up during gameplay, automatically appear in the tutorial list. Okay, close. So, ooh, damn, yeah. Well, I love this LCARS interface. Look at that. Oh, yeah, and it's got you have a 3D effect to everything as well. There's parallax going on here. That's good. So we got the shuttle bay. I guess that's the captain's launch. The aero shuttle. Damn, I don't remember that thing. Well, I'm going to the shuttle. Time for me to abandon ship. Just kind of having a good look around. Sick bay is offline. Engineering office. Why is the engineering office all the way up there instead of, like, you know, where the warp core is? You'd think it would be down here somewhere. But okay. Battery compartments. The holodeck. Yeah, that's where the fun happens. Life supports. Lots of life. Oh god, no, they're all damaged nearly. That's not good. We can't launch torpedoes, but how will we fire the tri-cobalt devices to strand us here and cause a conspiracy theory later in the show? Which was a really good thread for them to tie up out of nowhere. That was like, oh, that's cool. Main engineering is here. Right, okay. Oh, so that's not the warp core, is it? That's like the warp core, but then there's like another warp core here. I don't know. I never really understood the science. Better shuttle bay there. Okay, but anyway, stellar cartography. So we need to click on it. We just switch it on. Current technology is insufficient. I can't upgrade it, but I just turn it on again. Ding! Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry's trying to stammer is we're not in the Badlands anymore. I don't think we're in the Badlands anymore, Toto. Well, that looks familiar. What is that thing? Where are we? And how do we blow it up? If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. We should probably deal with that first. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. So we're going to scan points of interest. So little question marks on the map. Marked with white question marks to reveal the resources. Close. Oh, damn, that's cool. So, do we just zoom? Ooh, wow, that's a good level of zoom there. I like it. Nice. Am I just locked, though, to the ship? Like, I guess so. Like, I can't pan around. Or do I? No, I can't seem to pan around. Okay, like to actually scroll past like away from the ship. Anyway, the center point's always locked there, but that's fine. So let's see, what have we got over here? 2 cycles away, a Class E planet. Scan. Now we can get deuterium. Navigate the ship 1 by traveling to various locations. 2 while traveling. Time passes in the form of cycles. Nice. Does this game span the entirety of the series, or is it just season 1? I have no idea, actually. That's the thing. It looks like it should span more, because some of the art I've seen for the game shows 7 of 9. Some of it shows Tuvix. You know, so they must hit a load of the major plot moments. So, you know, that's way beyond season 1. I think I even saw Erosion in one of the screenshots of the game. I was like, really? Interesting. Like one of the early screenshots. So they weren't till like several seasons into the show. So I think the whole game is getting back. I think that's like the whole thing is like you've got to get back to the point where you can return to Federation space. Like bring the whole ship back. Tuvix was an interesting twist and a very, very serious moral dilemma, right? Like, holy crap. That was a good tough choice moment for them. So when visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. Different colors of the chance bar, so that's up here, represent possible outcomes. Excellent dark green, good light green, outcomes, more rewards like extra resources and morale and so on. Average yellow will include some setbacks. And then, excuse me, orange is bad and terrible is red. So like the more red there is, the more like less green there is, you know, and so on. The worse you like. It's a tough challenge, basically. That's an interesting way to show it. So that has deuterium, yeah. Oh, that's what that is, right? Okay. So it has the stuff we need. Set course. Captain, we're receiving a hail from an unidentified vessel requesting assistance. Are we about to meet Neelix? I have a girlfriend on this planet and she's being held hostage by these nasty people. Can we help? By the way, can I have a bath? Oh, God. Keep a safe distance and transmit. Now, if we could, if we had an engineering office at level 1, risk to send an engineering team to perform the repairs. God. Don't do that. That didn't work well for Geordie, you know, when they found the pack lead. We look for things to make us go. Keep a safe distance. Okay, we got a mission outcome was good. 65% reward distribution. So we got 416 deuterium. Captain, we can now deactivate Grey mode. Cool. Let's do that. Ready to increase warp core output. I don't believe you're in engineering, Mr. Kim. Keep to your station, thank you. The warp core is the reactor that powers the ship. To generate energy, it continuously consumes deuterium. Depending on the reactor level, you can produce more energy, 1 down there, but more deuterium is required. Okay. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering and switching the warp core to a higher tier. Oh, I see. Yeah, so like you power it up and yeah, that's cool. So, right. We got management, warp core, heroes. We don't have Balana yet though. That's when shit gets real. So let's see. Status inactive. 1 deuterium equals 5 energy. 100 energy per cycle, 20 deuterium per cycle. Okay, I see. So we'll just do 1 for now. Our energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Good. Now what about that thing, this array? I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detect a marquee vessel next to it. Mission complete. Papa. 100% chance scan for signs of life, or try hailing them. You should always try hailing first, right? You hail, you don't just do a scan, that's a bit invasive without asking. Try hailing them first. No response, Captain. Scan for life signs. Scan the ship for life signs, Ensign. There's no one on board, Captain. How about that array? What's that? What does that have on it? It seems our sensors can't penetrate it. Damn. It's made of non-scannium. We just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, get us to a duranium deposit, rather. We need to repair the transporter room. Alright, well, let's scan that. Deuterium. Duranium. Let's do a full scan of everything, though, so we just know what's where for later. All deuterium, though. Man, you get that shit everywhere. You're tripping over the stuff. Duranium there. Deuterium there. Deuterium there. And there. Duranium over there. And there. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the closest. Class D planet, setting course. So you can just hold click to do that as well. That's pretty good. We found an abandoned ship adrift in space, powered down, structurally sound, with sealed storage compartments. Time for a bit of looting. Form an away team, summon all the red shirts. So we can leave the storage alone and focus on salvaging parts from the ship for 35. If we destroyed the vessel and salvaged the debris, we'd need the torpedo bay to do it, and we'd get 55. Just shoot the ship and blow it to shit. And that's like, hey, we got it all. Yeah. I'm not sure about that. I think you get more if you carefully dissect it, but anyway. Oh yeah, you can see the little pip there, like zooming around. 35, yes. Now we have all the duranium we need. Not all we need, Mr. Kim. Just all that we want. There's a difference. Engineering is standing by to repair the transporter, Captain. Cool. So, repair it for 14. Boosh. Nice. Okay. So, how does that work? It's saying repairing down in the bottom right, so I assume there's like a time component to that, maybe? Should I set them doing some other stuff? I guess... Oh, we need more work teams. Aha! Okay. Oh my god. So, looking at the resources at the top just quickly. Borg nanites. Do we really want those? I guess. Bioneural gel packs. God damn, those gel packs. They featured quite regularly for something so innocuous. Science points. Okay. And then we got dilithium. Yeah. Deuterium. Yeah. We got energy. Is currently running minus 15 still. Consumption. Oh, minus 15 consumption, available 85. Right. That's, yeah. That makes you think you don't have any energy when you look at the, like, first bit. Batteries, none. Damn it. Gotta restock on batteries for Christmas, guys, you know? Actually, you don't need to do that anymore. That was a thing in my years. A big bag of batteries ready to go for all the toys. Duranium, tritanium, and food. Well, we need Neelix, obviously, so, yeah. So, transporters are back online, Captain. Okay, so they do just happen. Alright. Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time we got some answers. The cinematics are nice. They look pretty good. Ensign Kim, Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. The transporter room. Away missions present a series of challenges. 1. So we can see, like, what kind of things, like, what kind of notes we should be hitting. Heroes possess skills. 2. And traits. 3. Select heroes with matching skills to the away team. We're just sending those to both of them. I'm not going. They can go. Like, go over there, look what's over there, tell me. Tell me if it's safe. Oh. Harry Kim, quick-witted. Okay, sure, why not? The recommended traits are pilot and quick-witted. Okay. And we managed to cover everything, apparently. Yeah, what are these, like, can I see what these are? Like, what do these represent? I get that's like mechanical skills and medical skills. Yeah, because Tom was like, he trained as a medic, didn't he? He used to fill in sometimes when they were really busy. But I don't know what that is. Command points, maybe? Authority? Something like that? Yeah, probably. And science, yeah, I guess they kind of write themselves. Decide on an approach 1, which is this here. Select the hero to complete the challenge with the appropriate skill. There. If the skill is lower than the requirement, the success chance is displayed. Okay. Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place, it's eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? Shoot everything. It's a hologram. Wait, no, the spoilers. So we can look for footprints or special noises, or we can scan for life signs and energy signatures. So, yeah. So this would be Tom Paris either does that, or Kim does this. Do this. This is the higher skill. Yeah. So we can preview. Alright, boom. Whoop, hold and click. Oh, God! Harry! This is not how you impress the captain on the first away mission. How would you ever expect to get that promotion? How would you ever expect it? How? You fail? Demoted. Cadet. Get into... Nice. No! I'm putting him in Wesley's old uniform for this. Oh. That stripy pajama thing. That's... Oh. The tricorder offers no helpful readings. Harry realizes he's holding it upside down. Harry and Tom wander aimlessly through the cornfield, feeling increasingly lost and disoriented. Just as they're about to give up hope, they stumble upon a farm with people working the fields, and an old man sits on a porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. God. After a challenge, the participating team members are fatigued and the skill values are reduced. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Nice. Let them rest in the next challenge to recover and plan ahead accordingly. Okay, cool. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. Oh no, the caretaker. Yeah, good musical skills. I always kind of wonder though, was he actually playing music, or was he just simulating, because everything else was like a mental simulation drawn from their mind, right? So was his playing fake and it was rendered by their own minds of their understanding of what banjo playing sounds like? Therefore, he didn't do shit, he just kind of sat there and like, yes, I'm playing the banjo, imagine it in your mind. It's probably how he did that. God, look at that. Kim holds a tricorder upside down for like 5 minutes and he's already fatigued. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? Demand. Yes, Tom, go demand of him. Try to read the body language for clues. Whoa, that's actually a very good chance. It's a lower number, but it's got a higher chance of success probably because it's like a lower requirement. It needs a little bit of science, which is not Tom's specialty, but yeah. Argue with facts that this can't be a farm from Earth and you want to know what's going on. Like, dude, no, seriously. No, actually, no. Harry, you had your chance. Tom, you're up. You're up, bro. Let's do this. Nice! Harry and Tom discreetly observe the old man, trying to analyze the body language. Something feels off, like he's putting on an act. But they can't quite put the finger on why. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it's not their turn yet. The invite, that would already put my hairs on edge. I'd be like, whoa. That speaks of intent towards us. And it's like, okay, yeah, we're getting out of here now. Warm up the tri-cobalt devices. Let's blow this place to sky high and return home, if we can. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering some fresh corn cobs. Would you care for a corn cob while you wait? You don't get to cook. It's not cooked. It's just raw. It's like, that's how you folks eat them, right? Yeah. Okay. You can select more than one hero for a challenge if they possess the required skill. If the culminated skill value is equal or higher than the required number, you have a chance for a crit success, the golden part of the chance bar. Yes. The old man isn't much help. We'll try to find the marquee ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. Oh, now you know how to use one, Harry. There's definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. So we can do a bit of both. We can throw them both at this one. Is that going to cost us 150 deuterium, though? I guess it is. Teleport some deuterium over real quick. We need to throw it at this barn and see what happens. Try to find a way to break the illusion on the wall. Oh, yes. Come on, you guys. You can't fail. But that's not what I wanted. That's fine, though. I guess. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air, but before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals that the barn is an illusion, the back wall dissolving to show a bluish glowing room where the unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that have a large influence on how the story proceeds. These decisions, are marked with a golden outline. Ooh. These people must be the missing Marquis. Yeah. Tom takes one look at Chakotay and is like, oh yeah, I know him. It's that guy. Sorry, look, like Janeway, I've got to have my coffee. Okay. The captain needs coffee to function. These people must be the missing Marquis then. So, wake up the tattooed man or wake up the half Klingon woman with another 200 deuterium? Or do we get to do that because we have it? Because our deuterium didn't go down. So because we have a resource, we can try to do it. Splash some heavy water on her face. Whoosh! The only way to wake a Klingon up. Regular water doesn't cut it. Your choice has consequences. You woke B'Elanna. Prepare to die. Oh shit. Oi. Harry sprints towards the half-Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face. Before Harry can react, a blinding white light fills the room. Everything goes blank. Oh, we gain 200 deuterium from that. Oh! Because we succeeded, we gained resources. That makes more sense. I'm like, why are we using them? Why does it matter if we have it on the ship? That makes no sense to me. How is that unlocking an option? No, we gain it. That wasn't very clear. It should have a plus next to it, I think, to let you know you will obtain this as a reward. Well, they all got XP. Great. Well done. That still doesn't mean you're getting a promotion, Harry. A sudden return. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Harry came up unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? Whoa, I'm back on Voyager. Yes, well done, Mr. Kim. Now we've established that. What happened over there? We lost contact with you for several hours. Hours? We were just there, right, Tom? Tom? Thought it was interesting that drawing blood was considered a mating ritual for Klingons. Well, I mean, you know, they're Klingons, right? A good night involves drawing blood and pain sticks. Seems like he's still on the array. Who's the... I mean, I guess that's not Tom, obviously. He just looks like the guy that was sat there earlier as well. But I think they didn't... Tom didn't take the helm straight away. Like, they didn't just throw him on the helm. They were like, you know, you stay to one side, if I remember. I'm not sure. Again, it's been a long time since I saw the beginning of this show. So it seems like he's still on the array. I hope you have a hidden... Oh, I hope you have a hidden piloting talent because we're short. This guy sitting over here, he's no good. He doesn't know what he's doing. Captain, we're being hailed by the Marquis. Starfleet. I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. Okay, B'Elanna, kapla away. Ram us. One of our own is also missing. It would make more sense to postpone the ramming until all are accounted for. Does that sound reasonable? I'm B'Elanna Torres. I don't know what reason means, but we're going to beam over. Oh, really? I didn't invite you over either. But by all means, bring my security officer back with me. Back, you know. Love this guy. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of the Marquis crew is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. Yeah, that's right, he had to earn it. Well, I think he jumped on the helm during the, like, the whole situation that was going on with the Kazon and the attack on the array and shit like that, right? So, yeah. I think they'd lost their pilot, and Tom was like, all right, I guess I'm piloting. From then on, it was like, he's kind of good. We'll let him stay there for now, until something better comes along. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Oh, and what? He's just puts the uniform on immediately, just jumps into the jumpsuit. That's why they're called jumpsuits. Just whoop, and it goes. He's like, oh, thank you. Oh, I'm already at the security station. Look at that. Likewise, Captain, Miss Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Marquis. Maybe he just ripped the Marquis uniform off, Kiryu style. But then the Starfleet uniform was underneath instead of a bunch of sweet tattoos. I never liked you, Vulcan. That is unsurprising. I assure you, I performed my Marquis duties to the highest standards. Patak. You watch your language, girl. You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing Mr. Paris and your commander back. And then we can arrest your commander as well. And, you know. His name is Chakotay. And we can't get back in that easy. They're sealed, and the communications are cut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. And while you're there, prepare those tricobalt devices, because we've got a conspiracy plot later on. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources and the engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. Okay. So we have to restore a whole deck. Right. Each one is a life support for a deck, I guess. To be able to supply power to a room, you need to activate 1, the life support unit, 2, of the corresponding deck, 3. Each life support unit consumes energy, so plan accordingly. Okay, I see. I like how the turbo lifts are moving around. That's cool. Like, whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so we need to do this deck here, right? Yeah. Switch it on. That's going to cost us 18 power. We can run that. That's fine. I'm your guy until I die, or you find someone better. Damn it, your name's Tom Paris, not Johnny Rico, okay? Sorry. We ain't fighting bugs here. We make friends with the bugs. We're Starfleet. We're not allowed to shoot first. I need to blow my nose, guys. You know what? Let me just go to the BRB screen while I do this. It's disgusting to watch. There we go. I'm really shy about blowing my nose. You know, some things are just personal that way. So life support is restored. Engineering office is accessible. It's over here. And of course it's a mess. We'll have to fix it before we can even use it. Repair for more. Repairing in 2 cycles. Damn. Repairs in progress. Until completion, it would be logical to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and uranium. Tuvok, on the scanning part, I'm well ahead of you, bro. Well ahead of you. Okay. So, what do we need more of? I guess we're going to need more uranium rather than deuterium. We only have 8 left. Where was there more? Right, how can I... Oh, right. WASD moves around the map. I'm like, how can I scroll around the map? Because this panning around doesn't really work for me. Right. Well, we may as well go. That's 4 cycles away. That's 4 cycles away. Well, we'll go to this one first. Engineering office is done. Enter the ship. So you can, so it interrupts part way there. That's good. Like, you don't have to waste 2 cycles still traveling before you can deal with this. So, engineering office is ready. Fully operational, Captain. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. We have doubled our efficiency. Congratulations are in order. Computer, replicate a cake. Replicators offline. Shit. Building or repairing rooms and cleaning rubble occupies work teams. To be able to carry out several tasks at the same time, obtain additional teams by building and upgrading engineering officers. Nice. Logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure that crew's food supply maintain. Yeah, he's way ahead of me, and we can get celebration cake. Maintaining their physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support in that section first. Oh, there's a morale bar. Damn. So we got morale, shows changes to morale per cycle, and indicating your crew's needs. Okay, open the overview screen by pressing tab to switch to morale to get the detailed information about crew's needs. Okay. So if we pull back here, tab. Cool. So we can manipulate the warp core from here. We can see we are quarterless. Minus 1,000 morale. People are sleeping in the hallways. It's like the quarters are there. They're just dirty. Get in there and clean them. Take whichever one you want apart from mine. That's the captain's. We have no sick, no injured. 50 crew without quarters. 50 emergency rations. Ooh. We only have 31 crew. Quarterless crew / ex-Borg. The fact that there's a number, I know they picked up a few more than 7 later on in the show, but are we going to be doing that fairly regular according to this game? Cool. Gotta collect them all. Alright, so these are the senior officers / heroes. He's unavailable, that's right. Let's see. Combat ability, none. Catherine Janeway, combat ability, none. I beg to differ. She had some badass, you know, Ripley-esque episodes going on where she literally tore shit up, you know? The whole Hirogen hunting thing, there was that one. There was the one with the time ship thing that was wiping shit out of existence. And, you know, she was running the ship mostly on her own at one point. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like, the Week of Hell or whatever it was called. I don't buy that no combat ability. She kicks ass, and I will hear no objections to that. Okay, the zoom-in steps are a little severe, I will say that. Right, so we need to do... Let's first of all look at the engineering office. Work team info, we can add or remove work teams. So 1 out of 1. I guess we've got 2 up here, though, looking at this. Yeah. Assigned to hull repair. Right, so this one office is 1 work team, I guess. And if we upgrade it, it will provide another 2 teams, but the energy consumption goes up to 5. That's good, because it works in 5s then, and it's easier for me to do the math. Life support. Switch it on, switch it on. There we go. Life support restored to Deck 2, Captain. Access to the mess hall is now possible. However, be surprised to learn that it has sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access the replicated rations again. Alright, well, we have the resources still to get this done, right? Yeah, let's do it. Repair. 3 cycles. Repairs in progress. Anything else we should set Workforce 2 to? Look at all this ruined stuff. Holy crap. Until completion, we should address crew accommodation. Ruined room must be cleared. Ruined room. Ruined room, not the ruined rooms. Must be cleared to create room for residential sections. That was a clumsy sentence. Ship is heavily damaged. Many parts are destroyed beyond repair. free up new buildings, you will first have to remove the remains of the old. Select the room and give the order to clear the debris, and it will take cycles. Yeah, of course it will. This one here specifically, you don't think I should be doing another one, like, you know, a destroyed room that is adjacent, like up here, to, you know, to keep things as a bit more cohesive? Okay, we'll pick one at the far end of the ship. Why not? It needs 10. Oh, it will give me 10 back. Nice. Okay. While waiting for our work teams to finish, we should continue to collect more resources. Yes, Mr. Resources Man. I get it. He loves collecting resources, does Tuvok. He's like, can we get back to more resources? I love collecting resources. Safely search for anything valuable without entering the old station. Damn, look at this. This is a nice design. I like it. Got ads coming in 1 minute, guys. I do appreciate all the support and people who stick around during the ad breaks. You guys rock. Thank you. Extra replicator ration for all of you. Safely search for anything valuable. Repair parts of the mining station to mine out some resources. We need an engineering office level 1 for that, but we'll get 65, but there's a chance it could go bad. Let's just not play around. Let's not fool. Yo, right into the gold. Yes. Oh, 22. Oh, wait, no, the yellow was not great. That was bad. That wasn't crit. Of course, it would have been on the other side if it was a crit. Right. Is that how many cycles have passed already? Interesting. This displays the number of cycles, indicates how many cycles it'll take until deuterium is completed. Ah, okay, right. That's how much we have before we, like, go back to gray mode. Got it. Okay. How do I bring up that map of the ship, though? How do we do that? Ah, number 1, the ship. There we go. So we're still a cycle away from the repairing. 2 away from removing. Okay, well, let's go somewhere else and get some more deuterium then, I guess. An interstellar cloud. Mess hall life support is active. Sure, let's get in there. Boom! Mess hall repairs are complete, Captain. We should switch to replicator rations now. It would enhance crew well-being. With every cycle, your ship will consume rations. You can use emergency rations, which don't require resources, but they lower morale. What do they use for that? Ooh. Because the fact that it's like an infinite supply of food that is just crap. The crew is used to consuming premium rations made by the replicator. Premium food. I always had a hard time believing that replicator food was like... You know, it's like a frozen meal, right? Like a TV dinner, in a way. I always thought to myself, it doesn't matter how good it may be, it couldn't beat the real thing still, because they still had that. Cisco's dad ran a restaurant. Neelix cooked food, and he preferred it that way. It was like, this is just better, and everybody loved it. So they did make a thing about the fact that replicator food, passable, cool, okay, it's fine, but it's craft dinner, basically. So... Oh, premium rations. Boom, get in there. Replicator rations are now issued to the crew captain. Okay, so food is taken care of. So that's plus 10 on crew morale, I guess. 1 deuterium replicates food for 3 crew per cycle. So that's really... Oof, that brought it down. That halved our life cycle on deuterium. 17 deuterium is required to replicate food for 50 crew. Assign a hero to a room to give it a bonus. Well, we need to find Neelix, obviously. Neelix, where are you? Let's get onto this place. Deploy the collector probes for safe and less efficient collection or risk maneuvering Voyager into the unknown. And use the Bussard collectors, yes! Let's do that. Let's be risky now. No, you son of a bitch! Hull took 20 damage! Ah! Captain, the dense gas interfered with our sensors. Dense gas. Sorry, I'm such a child. We collided with floating starships within the clouds. What are they just doing there? Goddamn cloud ships. Getting in my way. Let's go to this gas giant over here now. Whee, ruined room. We want to enter the ship and have a look at that. Ruined room, removal concluded. Maybe we should build some crew quarters now. It'll do wonders for morale, Captain. He's like, I haven't had a chance to lie down for days. Like, don't worry, Harry. You're on the list for you're at the bottom of the list, but you're on the list for your own crew quarters. To build new rooms, select the empty building space to bring up the construction menu. If you have enough work teams and resources, you can build the room. Every room needs corresponding area. Plan accordingly. Okay, right. So, wow, are there two separate rooms in this then? So we've got maintenance, crew, technology, combat, Borg. Yo. So I guess we'll use a crew room. And we have emergency quarters. We can build more holodecks. Regular quarters. So we just don't have the duraluminum, whatever for that. Yeah. I would love to do it properly, you know. But I guess we're doing emergency quarters for now. 1. Crew is the lifeblood of the ship. Each room requires personnel to operate. Keep this in mind when adding new rooms or upgrades. Don't forget to provide the necessary accommodation, and morale may drop faster than you think. Yeah. 4 cycles. Okay, so it did do both sections there. Alright. Well, we have 2 work crews. One of them ain't doing anything. Oh, we got a call. I wonder what that noise was. The caretaker. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. The jellyfish speaks. Who is this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. It's the old man with the banjo, but his form is entirely different compared to how he appeared on the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Appeal to his humanity. Ooh. I'm not human. Try to intimidate him. Give them back. Let Torres talk. B'Elanna, kill. Sick him. Yeah. Don't make me unleash this one. She will sting you with her words. She'll call you a patak or something. Yeah. Scan the array for Tom and Chakotay. Chance 100%. Let's do that. Yeah. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for life forms of Tom and Chakotay. No sign of them, Captain, and no humanoid life forms indicated at all. Who or what are we talking to right now? Alright. What gives us a good chance? Level 1 Janeway, chance 40%. Same 30% for threatening. Let's just go with this. Let's be reasonable. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They're our responsibility. I understand, but I had no choice. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. Let us help you then. Like, what are you looking for? Maybe we could help. You? I've searched the galaxy with methods beyond your comprehension. No, there's nothing you can do. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time! We've been cut off, Captain. Damn it. We haven't gotten any closer to Paris and Chakotay. You managed to get something. You, Starfleet, don't know how to fight, but you sure talk good. Gee, thanks, B'Elanna. Captain, if I may, I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses toward the 5th planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Miss Torres? I don't like this any more than you do, but it'll be easier if we work together, Captain. Helm, set course to the 5th planet of the neighboring system. Let's find our people. Maximum warp. Captain, we're running on 10% warp power. We can't go to maximum. Shit. Limp home mode then, whatever. The sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can either travel directly to another system, or you can scan the system first and select a specific pole to visit. Or POI, sorry, yeah. Well, we're gonna go get this stuff first, right? Detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful. Use the tractor beam to clump up the debris for easier collection. I want that. Give me more. Come on, down here, down here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, lost due to full storage? Wow, we full. What? Wait, the max capacity is 1,000. Shut the frig up. Oh, on top of what we're... Yeah, alright. Yeah, I get it. It hasn't added it yet. Continue. Boom! 27... At full capacity, we only get 27 days? We need to fix that shit. What are you? Deuterium of maximum capacity. Well, gee, thank you. Let me look at the ship. We still have a work crew we can put to work. Is there anything we should be working with? Sick bay needs repairing. I'll probably not repair any of the specifics until the game tells me to. We're still building emergency quarters. I guess we ought to just pull apart another ruined room. Should we do one up here, maybe? Yeah, let's do this one. Clear the debris. Excellent. We may as well, because we're going to get resources from doing it. So, okay, sector map. So, that's 3 cycles away. Blocked. We need to deal with the array first. Okay. Can I... It said I could scan the sector. Oh, right click. I hold right to scan it? Ah. Oh, shit. Don't press the middle mouse button. It focuses on the ship. Alright. So... Let's see. Can we set course, or can we not? We can't scan these. We need stellar cartography upgrade to scan places in other systems. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go straight here. Set the course. Hey, emergency quarters built. Let's have a look. Boom. Welcome to the lower decks. No. That's 40 people. Right. Yeah, we need more of this stuff. Duranium, don't we? We needed like 50 to make good quarters, so... Well, I may as well clear that room as well. Let's do that again. Oh. Are we already on... Oh, I guess we were already en route. What other kind of rooms can we build? Just out of curiosity then. So we've got engineering offices, cargo bays, large cargo bays, more batteries, more large batteries. And then, yeah, we have emergency crew quarters, officer quarters, sick bay, holodeck, observation lounge. Cool. Science labs, hydroponics, large hydroponics, biolab, waste de-assembler, recovers and repurpose valuable resources. So basically recycling room. Combat. Phaser control rooms, shield generators, disruptor arrays, energy dissipation control rooms, cloaking device. Oh. You know, they could have really done with that. A cloak. Disables all enemy systems for 2.66 seconds. Nice. And then Borg Tech. Regeneration alcoves. Cutting beam control room. Can we just Borg cube ourselves and be like, yeah, let's slice this ship up and take pieces out of it? Shield matrix. Aru facility. Okay. Neuroelectric field generator. Treats and heals all the sick injured crew and ex-Borg at half speed. Borg maturation check. Yeah! Oh my god, I want to do a Borg run now. Oh yeah, we're already doing RimWorld Borg, you know, so... That's kind of very, very tempting. Alright, more crew. Oh, I don't have the resources to build it. Let's just keep on clearing decks for now then, I guess. That needs repairing. Clear that ruined room as well. That's 6 cycles. Okay. Are we there now? We're in the system? Oh, right. Okay, we just arrived. The Ocampa. Let's scan stuff. Alright. Ooh, science. I found science over there. And an asteroid. Mm-hmm. I want to go there first. Let's gather some more duranium. So we can get 32 off 50. Safely search for anything valuable, repair some... Let's just do the safe search. We've not been doing so well on these. Oh, you swine. Seriously, still giving me average results. We should definitely get more deuterium while we're here. A ruined room was done. Let's see. We can put a bigger emergency quarters in there. So it only takes up 2 spaces though. If we did that, what happens to the 1 space that never gets used, I wonder? Is that just a waste? Is it just like, that's inefficient use? Probably is, right? Yeah. But these will be useful for larger crew quarters because they need 3. Okay, got it. But we need the resources for... Actually, no, I can build one. I have 51. Why can't I make regular? Oh, my current tech is insufficient. That's why. Right. I don't know how we upgrade that. We haven't gotten into that yet. We're just building emergency quarters for now. So I guess we'll put some more up here. 25. Yep, we'll pop it in there. Both work crews are in use though, so I can't do anything else. Okay. Collect easily accessible resources. There's no point doing the other one because we don't need that many. We're maxed out again. Oh, Compa, here we come. Let's meet Kess and Neelix. Another room repaired. Nice. Well, let's have them open this one up. We should really be focusing on the small ones, I guess, for now, because that's emergency crew quarters. Eventually we can probably replace them with the other ones, so I guess we could, like, come here and go, like, you know, dismantle and get shit back from it. Look at this! You can actually see the crew list! Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. You can actually see which crew are there. Nice. But yeah, that map morale is still dropping. We need to do something about that shit. Oh. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Continue, I guess. I gotta say as well, it's a damn nice ship design. I love the Intrepid. It is such a nice ship design. Let's see what we have here. Following the caretaker's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a deserted planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Tom Paris and Captain Chakotay perhaps being held in this place? What makes this place so special? Check the energy impulse things. Anything noteworthy about the energy pulses? They are consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend an away team investigate the area. There is something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we better hurry. Do a general scan of the planet. Let's see what we can learn. It has all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no ocean, no rivers, nothing. However, there are settlements. Cool, we found the Mad Max planet. Let's go. Strange but intriguing. Prepare an away team. We will examine the world firsthand. And look who swings by. Greetings, I'm Neelix. Captain, a small ship is approaching and they're hailing us. On screen. A peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Marquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will? Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the Caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The Caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He's probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. But, Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide, but, of course, a guide needs a little, compensation. Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Enough water to have a bath. And deeply disturbed Tuvok. I love that scene. Oh my god. Okay, let's get down there and have a look. Is that what we do, or how do we actually do this? Explore the system and skip cycles until Neelix is ready to talk. Oh, right, okay, there's a timer on this. Alright, I gotta do 3 cycles worth of shit in order to do this. Well, we may as well... Oh, it's a long-ass way away. That's 4 cycles, 5, 4, 4. Okay, we'll go to this one. Whoop! Let's see... Those are ready. Nice. Let's see, what else can we... There's no point digging out rooms where we don't have life support yet, and I don't think I want to go... but that's everything we can do, isn't it? Yeah. Well, no, not true. There's these over here as well. Let's dig out this room. So I'm sure people don't mind living next to phaser control, right? That's healthy. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about there. Alright, yep, I know, I hear you calling me, Neelix. Just wait. Wait your turn. I got crew that need rooms. I got my own problems over here, Neelix. Okay. Oh, it's the Caretaker. Oh, it's not the Caretaker. It's Neelix. What a delicious meal, a culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What is it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup? Or tomato soup, I guess. I don't know. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah, yes, your missing crew, right. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you'll find a Kazon Ogla encampment. Kazon what? Oh, you'll like them. They're basically, you know, the Klingons. But in the Delta Quadrant. Kind of. One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Ocampa had our people. Well, the Ocampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. Everything's tricky, apparently. He loves that word. My old pal, Marge Jabin, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy. A bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. More information is needed. Anything else we should know about the Kazon Ogla? Water is a precious commodity in these parts. I mean, dusty bowl of a planet, yeah. The Ogla, they mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Alright, let's send an away team down with barrels of water. Very well, prepare an away team and you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Don't let that man have a phaser. Shit'll go bad, trust me. Alright, well, we need to finish doing this first. Give me more. Yo! Excellent. Now we got a lot of it. 65, hell yes. Let's go back. This is now ready. I will do another emergency crew quarter. So we got one building there for 3 cycles. We got one there for that. I don't know. These only give me 10, don't they? So that'll give me another 20. Ugh. Okay, I guess we are going to need to open up yet another room. We may as well turn... Well, that needs repairing. Shit. Oh boy, we in trouble. Alright, I guess we're going to find out what happens when we put crew quarters there. Oh, I can't. I don't have a work team for it yet. Shit. Okay, fine. Now we do. So if we put one there, what happens? I guess it just leaves me with a single room space? Do we get that back as a 3? I guess it doesn't matter. We can probably recombine it when we put a 3-size room there, right? So, yeah. Alright, well, we'll figure it out. That should give us all the space we need. We'll be fixing the crew situation. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Send the away team, Mr. Kim. Good old Neelix. What a character. I loved this guy. He was so good. Alright, so we have Neelix. We needed a Talaxian. We need a survivalist. And we need an innovator. Oh, they're recommended. Balana, the innovator. We do not have a survivalist, though. We'll send Balana. Because nothing bad could go wrong putting a half Klingon and a Kazon together, you know? And we'll send Tuvok as well, because that covers the challenges. Everybody's good. Excellent. Start the mission. I like how we're looking for Tom Paris, and the away team mission at this point shows what looks like Tom Paris. Oh my god. I don't know, it could be a generic command officer as well. The away team materializes on a small valley between the dead volcanoes, and the sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and sandy wind whips into their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? Well, we have no survivalist, so we can't do any of those, which means we have to use Tuvok's combat skills, struggle through to the vantage points. Climb a sand dune. And don't let the sand get everywhere, in all the cracks and shit. It's just bad. The away team pushes forward, battling the strong winds and low visibility. Finally, they emerge onto a ledge with a clear view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazon Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up and the massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Yeah, definitely Tom Paris. Tom, we've been looking for you everywhere. Dude, who would have thought we'd just beam down at your exact coordinates? Let's leave. We don't need to talk to these Kazon. Screw Chakotay. You know, no, don't. He was a good character as well. I liked him. Captain, the sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. The innovator. Design an intelligent shelter to withstand the storm, and we will gain resources. There is a plus there. I must have missed it before. Or it wasn't on the previous one. There's a chance of a crit success. Yeah. Build a temporary shelter from anything we can find. No, don't let Neelix do this. Whoa, there's an even bigger crit success chance. Or was that using both? That was using both skills. Get both of them on this. Whoa. But then we really drain both of them, and then Tuvok will be back for the next challenge, and he does have many phaser skills. Analyze the area, evaluate the best way to cover from the storm. That's not good. Look, I'm gonna do this. Let's get that critical success. Yes! The away team quickly gathers rocks and wood, constructing a makeshift shelter. They huddle together as the sandstorm rages around them. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides and the away team emerges slightly battered and unharmed. They set off in the direction of the Ogla settlement and somehow have found a bunch of duranium. I'll gather this up. Sometimes certain approaches in away missions bear additional risks. Oh. Of course they do. This was designed intentionally. Dangerous approaches are marked by danger level indicators. Aha. Injuries and fatalities can result. Yeah. They knew you were going to do that on challenge number 2. They were like, oh, you might do a crit there, or go for it, meaning you reduce your ability to do anything else. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach these people here? Well, we could do a... Yeah. I mean, the chances of success are higher by going, intimidating weapons ready, approach in a typical Starfleet manner. Let Neelix do the introduction. I think we should. Yeah. That's going to give us 200 of whatever that is, right? Diplomacy points, I guess. Let's go. Neelix, if you would. Oh, you son of a... Alright, Neelix, change of plan. You get into Wesley's old jumpsuit. Neelix's boisterous greeting does not seem to have any effect. The women and children seem to recognize him, but they back away with grim expressions. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement. Jabin, their leader, at the sight of Neelix, his face turns red with rage. In the background, a badly bruised woman who is looking nothing like a Kazon, more like a human but with elf ears, peers around the corner. I remember this guy. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we approach them, Captain? Now you can shoot them. Or we can do a little bit of both. Assure them we have no ill intents. Offer the water in exchange for information about the Ocampa. Yo, let's go. We can get these two again. Yes, Neelix, I know you're fatigued, but I don't care. I like how this also... I'm covering the challenge thing. I didn't realize. Sorry, guys. This here shows the challenges that we're going to be approaching, right? And you can see that, we got a success, we got a crit, we got a fail. So, you can actually see what you're getting out of them and what you did get out of them. What was your progress and what's coming up? So that's how you can kind of plan for this. So that's what I've been looking at. Okay, what do we do next? Let's go with this, though. Boom! Yes. The away team offers Jabin water from their replicators. Fascinated by the technology, Jabin accepts the offer and becomes more receptive. He explains that the Ocampa live underground, their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised Ocampa woman he is holding as a slave, explaining that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface, when suddenly Neelix grabs a phaser. He points it at Jabin and demands for the Ocampa girl to be freed. Damn it, Neelix. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Ready the transporter room. Appease and carefully withdraw. Tactical retreat. Run. Or... secure the retreat with some phaser fire. Okay. This is not how we do things in Starfleet, but it's how Tuvok can do things. The away team lays down covering fire, forcing the Kazon to take cover. This allows them to minimize their exposure to the enemy fire. Jabin, though furious, seems to acknowledge the away team's fighting skill. They escape with no casualties, and we steal some more metal. Alright. Excellent. I like it. This is good so far. I mean, it is basically a bit of a retelling slightly, but mostly hitting the same notes as the intro to the TV show. I imagine later into the game this is going to, like, diverge a little bit and be a bit more freeform. And again, Tom and Chakotay, where the hell did you guys come from? We somehow beamed them back with us. Weird. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he, the rescued woman, kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship go between them? My dearest Kess, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker, but there is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it had the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplified would be necessary. Excellent idea, Kess. Can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, I can do the best I can. I'm grateful. Now, we have things to do. Or, optional, ask Kess what she knows about this caretaker. What can you tell us about the caretaker? For generations, he has provided the Okampa with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it or where he came from? No. We do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. And how about the two of you? I'm curious, how did you two meet? I met Kess while I was traveling with the Kazon Ogla. They enslaved her, but she was kind, and even to someone like me, I had to get her out. He visited and brought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place, and we fell in love. I admit I used you, Captain, and I apologize, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. So, ask Kess why she came to the surface. If it's so dangerous on the surface, why did you leave your home? I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We were once a people who had full command of our mind's abilities. Well, we have things to do. Let's get started on the transporter signal amplifier, and Kess will go to sickbay and you can get examined. Nice. This is good so far. I'm enjoying this. I like the management aspect of it and building the ship up and stuff, like having to literally rebuild it interior, like most of it is destroyed, is a very interesting thing. Like, and like knowing what you're going to need any of these for ahead of time, like when do we need to repair this workshop or the torpedo bay, or when do we repair the science lab? Well, now some of it will tutorialize. I suspect all the major rooms get tutorialized. You know, phaser control room, and we're going to need the torpedo launch bay to resolve the caretaker situation. If I remember the show, we will need a shuttle bay eventually. So the game will be like, you can't progress till you get this. But overall, you know, it's very well thought out, and all this ship to rebuild, I'm giddy at the prospect of being able to do that. Like, you know, and then deciding, well, how do I guess I can't do anything there, but like, you know, how do I decide it's the right time to come over here to an engineering office and upgrade it, you know? Or when do we start getting rid of emergency quarters and building better ones, better crew quarters that, you know, have more capacity and stuff? So, yeah, this has been good. I've enjoyed this. We're going to leave it there, though. I don't want to play all the way through the demo. I'll let you guys get this as well and, you know, play through the rest of it yourself to discover more about the game. But we do feel like we've got a good look at this. So again, guys, this has been Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Unknown release date as well. Right now is just coming soon, but keep an eye on it. It's by Daedalic and it's by GameExcite, the developers. They're doing good work here so far, and I can't wait to see more. So I'm going to keep an eye on this and see when this game comes out. I may try to get it on the channel at some point. This is very, very cool. Thank you very much for watching this as well. This has been awesome.